So, once upon a time, we lived in a house, big, beautiful house. Actually, it wasn't that big, but we had a house that had doorways that we could do whatever we want, and we had pull-up bars at each door. And even though, okay, sure, I never used them to actually do pull-ups, I would just sit there and stretch out my back because I have lots of back issues, and by stretching out our back each day, it would at least make it viable for that day. Because I've had sciatica 4 times in my life. Because I don't watch my body. I pay attention to other people's bodies, and I'm not as good about paying attention to my body. But I'm trying to change that around to be the role model I want to be for everyone else, where I pay attention to my body, and you get inspired to pay attention to your body. Anyways, so I was really sad because I don't have a pull-up bar here at this place. And so I was like, well, and it's not like they're going to let me drill holes into the wall, and I can't afford the things that would you can hook up to the wall. But there is something you can do when you don't have a pull-up. If you're as tall as my kiddo, you can go all the way up and put your fingers up there and hold onto that little ridge. I unfortunately am not that tall, and it's probably not that great for the door, so in a way I don't really advise this, because you could technically pull the door down off the hinges, and it was not meant for extra weight. But if you have a door, then you can take your hands and do a good 30 seconds. So find yourself a door, go stand up, get up off that chair or couch, find yourself a surface, or just in your bed if you want, and you can just reach up your hands and stretch. And I normally just do this in bed, but right now I was feeling optimistic and positive for a minute, so I got up, and I'm going to do it not on the bed, but on your door. All right, I'm going to try to breathe for 30 seconds. So everybody be quiet while I try to breathe. Then you do it also. This one's harder for me. All right, I'm going to try this again in a couple minutes. When you haven't done it in a while, you just do it for a few seconds, and then you work your way up, and then you count a little longer each time, and theoretically you do this multiple times a day, right? That's the idea, that's the dream, that's the goal. Consistency, repetition, and then get yourself stretched out. And then we do a little mind waggle. Yes, we do a mind waggle too, and a body jiggle. And we have fun with life and celebrate and cheer and see a sense of humor about the silliness, because you gotta be silly, because this world is just way too stressful otherwise. Give yourself a big hug of love for having watched this little video, and for subscribing to us, hopefully, and for sending us a gift of $1 or $2 or $5 or $10 or $20 or $30, $100. All right, I love you. Mwah. Thank you very much. My love language, by the way, is gifts, preferably of money. And I also recognize that most of you guys' love language is touch and feel, so putting my hands out there and going, baby, you are loved. You are wonderful, and I celebrate your existence no matter what kind of body you have, no matter who you are, no matter what your brain thinks. I celebrate that you are alive and you got to watch this video. Thank you. Mwah.